Hey there guys, so I'm back with some Mandalorian Season 2 news now, and if you can already tell, this video isn't scripted, so forgive me for all my mistakes. But the past week we've been getting some return announcements for some characters from other parts of the media of Star Wars are returning. And for one is Boba Fett, which he's one of the coolest characters in Star Wars. I even have a action figure of him. Now, just like Darth Maul, he got killed too early for potential new stories. I mean, he did come back in Legends, the Dark Empire graphic novel, and in the Aftermath novel, and I don't blame you if you haven't read it because it's a terrible novel, but they kind of hinted the fact that Boba Fett did escape from the Sarlacc pit. But in episode 5 you do see that hidden figure walking towards the dead body in Tatooine, and I'm okay with Boba Fett returning. I mean, Tamara Morrison is coming back to play him, and he did do the voice acting for the clones, and he did play Jango Fett, so it kind of makes sense. The second character is Bo-Katan, who this is the first time we're going to see in live action. I mean, she's a Mandalorian who's kind of been in Rebels and Clone Wars, and it's going to be played by Kate Sackhoff. I mean, she's pretty much in Battlestar Galactica, but she did do the voice work for Bo-Katan in the anime series, so it kind of makes sense, which I'm really happy for, because if you watch Siege of Mandalore and if you haven't, it's great, but she's such a really good character, and it kind of makes sense for the story what's going on. I mean, since Moff Gideon has the Darksaber now, I'm guessing she kind of loses it, she gets captured or gets killed or some sort of way. So I'm happy with that. The third character is Captain Rex, of course, and I think it's obvious he's going to be played by Tamara Morrison since he's a clone. And Captain Rex is one of my favourite characters in the franchise, and I think The Mandalorian has potential to really end his character in such a nice bow. And the fourth character, and it's not announced yet, but I think it's most likely that she's going to return, is Sabine Wren from Rebels. I mean, it's kind of obvious because she did go on a trip. I mean, last time we saw her and Ahsoka are going to find Ezra from Rebels. If you haven't watched Rebels, yeah, it's going to be a bit confusing, but I think she's on a mission to find Ezra, but on a long way she has to go into the side quest with the Mandalorian. And this is my nitpick. Okay, I'm okay bringing back these characters, but my main issue is that the Mandalorian has been so self-contained, and everything about it, apart from like Tatooine and reminiscence of the Empire, everything about it, it's so new, and we wanted that compared to the movies that kind of relied on the other parts of the like the original trilogy and the prequel trilogy. With this, it was so self-contained. I enjoyed it for what it is, and now with season 2 we're going to get parts of like other characters. We're going to connect to like Clone Wars and Rebels, and that's kind of annoying. It's kind of like Star Wars is this big universe, and Mandalorian 2, it feels like it's just shrinking it to these characters, these sets, these ideas. But bringing back these characters, I think they had so much potential. I'm happy that they're bringing back Bo-Katan, Boba Fett, Captain Rex, possibly Sabine. But you're most likely going to get Ezra, hopefully. I mean, but overall, I'm happy. I'm annoyed at the fact that we're going to connect to these ideas, and I think this is really going to foreshadow the Mandalorian character because he's such a great character. Oops, my bad. But overall, this is just a quick thoughts on my reaction, and yeah, I'm looking forward to it, season 2.